What is up, my butter biscuits? In today's video, it is going to be my anti-haul. As you guys know, I do one every single month. It's basically just a list of products that I'm not going to be purchasing. Also, I do want to say I may be gone for a little bit. I may be a little bit MIA because I am going to be going on a 10-day cruise. Well, it's not 10 days. Technically, it's 9 days, but I got to fly to Miami first. So I'm going to be gone basically for a total of 10 days. I may film on the ship because we do have a couple sea days and I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't know if I'll be busy the whole time or whatnot. So I may film on the boat, but I'm definitely filming for my second channel. So make sure you guys click the link down below to head over to my second channel to subscribe over there. But I may be filming videos for this channel on there. It just depends upon what happens. I will be having internet service. I have an eyelash like just dangling in my eye. I'm going to be having service on the boat. So if anything pops off, I may do a little bit of a video on there. I also did want to do a My Thoughts and Opinions video about the brand new Glam Light Chucky collection, which honestly, I think from the looks of it so far, there's really not too much shown. It looks really cool. So I really did want to do a My Thoughts and Opinions video about that. So I may do it on the boat. I guess I'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. So you obviously make sure you guys subscribe so that way you guys know. But definitely head over to my second channel, y'all, because I'm going to be going on a Virgin Voyages cruise, which, oh my gosh, what is up with this eyelash? This lash is just all over me today. Anyways, I'm going to be going on a Virgin Voyages cruise, which I'm super excited about, and I'm going to be filming the whole thing for my second channel. So make sure you guys subscribe over there. Anyways, y'all, we have kind of a decent list within today's video. So let me shut up. Let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and let's go ahead and get into it. The amount of times that I repeat myself, I swear when I'm editing my videos, I'm like, why do you say the same thing over and over again? Like, I just don't get it. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, when you have a thought in your mind, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how people say, well, I mean, I do that too. Like, and so, and like, you know, like things like that. I repeat myself as I'm gathering my thoughts, if that makes any type of sense. Anyways, let me shut up. So the first product that I want to talk about right here is a brand new highlighter from Makeup Revolution. This is the Bubble Balm. Okay, I want to say a product like this, I actually think would be really beautiful on certain people. However, for me, you guys know how my skin is. It is just so frustrating to me that my skin is just like, oh, it's a hot mess, y'all. I have tried everything. I have tried low-end products. I've tried high-end products as far as skincare to help balance my skin's pH, and I just literally cannot like figure it out. I think maybe I have to go to like a dermatologist because maybe there's some type of prescribed cream or something that could help me out with this, because I specifically can't use products like this because of my skin's pH. As I let you guys know before, it is just so weird. Whenever I put anything on like the topper part of my face, it just gets separated, patchy, and just and that's the reason why I can't even use a brush on my face as far as for like foundation. If I set it, then I could obviously use a brush to put on powder products like powder bronzers, contours, you know, all that good stuff, powder highlights. But when it comes down to balms and creams, I just can't do it. And it kind of sucks because as I get older, I really would prefer something like this actually that would be a little bit more of a balm, because it's going to give that like wet type of look, as to where a powder is going to be a little bit more drying on the skin. And on top of that too, this is only $5, and I do want to say both of the shades look absolutely beautiful, but it just wouldn't work for me. So this is a definite pass for me. Here we have, from a brand that I literally never even heard of before, New D lipsticks. Y'all know what the D stands for. Hopefully like YouTube doesn't even trip about me posting this, but it's kind of like it's a product, you know what I mean? I feel like obviously with YouTube they are just so sensitive, so I'm like, I don't know, this is scaring me to even talk about this product, to be honest with you guys. But I did want to say, as soon as I saw like the packaging and everything, I thought it was a really cute idea. I thought it was really fun. The black shade absolutely is gorgeous. Like I looked at that and I was like, oh, that is something that I would wear like on an everyday basis. It just adds like a nice little sheen to the lips, and it just looks really, really beautiful. When you look at it, being that it is black, you would think that it's going to be intense, but it comes out super sheer, and I'm like, okay, hold up. Like, I actually really like that. The reason why it is on my anti-haul list, though, is because it is $95 from this brand. I don't know if, like, y'all, because it says hashtag, so I don't know if it's like Isamaya Beauty or if it's like Isamaya Beauty. I really don't know. But anyways, $95 for one single lipstick, and I just have to say they are completely out of their minds on this. $95. Like, you guys know that I'm always tripping about like Valentino lipsticks or like Gucci lipsticks, things like that are still really, really high-end pricing. This even tops that, and it's like from a brand that I never even heard of before. But $95. Here's my biggest deal with this. $95 for a peen shaped lipstick. Like, you would think that something like this would be like a gag gift, it'll be something funny, so you would think that it would be a little bit more on the affordable side. But $95, like, I literally just don't get it. So this is a definite pass. This is a brand I think that we've never talked about before on my channel, called EM Cosmetics or M Cosmetics. These are cream blushes. I do want to say I actually love every single one of these shades. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. First of all, $30 is a little bit on the pricey side, so that's probably one of the reasons why I wouldn't be purchasing this, but also too because it is a cream blush. It is like the weirdest thing. I could literally use a cream contour. I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys know anything about this. It's so weird. Say, for example, this area, I could use a cream, a gel, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't skip my foundation. It doesn't pull off my foundation. It doesn't make it patchy. But when I go to like this area right here, it just, everything comes off. Literally, even when I'm putting on concealer, even if I'm doing it with a sponge, it's like really, really tricky. I have to move super slow. When I worked at MAC before, so many of the girls there would be like, no, you could use a brush. Trust me, trust me. And then as soon as they would sit me down, I'd be like, okay, try it. I'd wipe off my makeup and they would try it. And I'm like, told you, you know, they're literally like, oh my gosh, like what's up? And I'm like, I've done more and more research as I get older, and it definitely has to do with my skin's pH balance. But it's just so weird that where my redness is where it just gets patchy and separated, and that's where I would be putting a cream blush. So that's why I can't use a cream product, which really does suck for this because I think these shades are beautiful. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I probably wouldn't even spend $30 on a cream blush. Like, I just don't wear blush that much. But if it was like a cream contour, then I probably would splurge on it because I do love me a cream contour, and that I use kind of frequently. Blushes, honestly, maybe I'll wear maybe like twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Really not too much. But these shades do look beautiful, but I'll have to pass. This right here from Charlotte Tilbury, we did talk about within my new makeup drops or they bops or flops video. And as I said within that video, or maybe it was in my anti-haul, I don't remember, from last month. And I was like, you know what? Obviously, this just wouldn't work out for me, being that it is a liquid product. But I do want to say this just looks absolutely gorgeous. I do love the packaging. I feel like it is very convenient, very travel friendly, and obviously it's very easy to locate within your makeup bag. Two things. One being, obviously, as you guys know, I feel like I'm repeating myself so much within this video as far as like creams and liquids, but the reason why I wouldn't purchase this is because it is a liquid and it will probably peel off my foundation, I should say. And then on top of that too, being that it is $42. Like, I'm sorry, but I will never spend $42 on a blush. Like, I just don't have it in me. There are certain products, obviously, when it comes down to complexion, like I will spend the money on a concealer, on foundation, on a powder, like that I'll spend money on. But when it comes down to a blush, like it may be beautiful, but I really do feel like you can get a drugstore dupe for any product like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like just because this is Charlotte Tilbury, and y'all know I love Charlotte Tilbury, I just don't really think that like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get this blush and it's gonna like look different than a Wet n Wild one. Do you know what I'm saying? So yes, I did talk about this before, but I did not have the pricing on it because it was like kind of like a sneak peek. But now it is officially out and it is $42, and I definitely will not be buying this. Okay, I'm literally realizing within this video, I didn't even notice this. I was like going through trend mood and like taking screenshot after screenshot, and pretty much every single product that I'm talking about is a liquid or a cream that I can't use because of my skin. This is another one right here. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I wouldn't use this regardless. Even if my skin wasn't tripping, I probably still wouldn't use this. These are liquid highlighters from Danessa Myricks. I do want to say this, though. They're only $20. I feel like that's a very fair price for Danessa Myricks. I feel like her products are a little bit more on the high-end price point, and these are very fair. 20 bucks, I would definitely spend on a highlighter if I really liked it, but obviously, because it's liquid, I wouldn't. But then on top of that, too, like looking at the shades, I'm like, you know what? They probably look like they'd be just a little bit too intense for me, so it just wouldn't work for me. However, I will say, if you guys are into highlights, these actually do look like they could be gorgeous. But I don't know, just for me, like, y'all, as I get older, I'm telling you, I just would use like a very like lit from within type of glow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like an over the top highlighter, and I get the impression that these will be kind of like over the top, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love on other people. I just don't love it on myself. Like, if I was doing somebody else's makeup, I would definitely use one of these products, but speaking as me, I probably wouldn't buy this. Sometimes I just get so sad that I'm poor, y'all. Like, I just look at these products like this and I'm just like, ugh. As you guys know, I've talked about the Tom Ford Traceless Matte Foundation for so long. I've been like on the verge of like splurging and spending the $90 on the foundation because I think that foundation is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I think one day I will, you know what? Maybe I'll treat myself on my birthday. Oh no, but there's no discounts around my birthday. I feel like if I'm going to be buying that Traceless Matte Foundation, I better be getting 20% off at least. I will not pay full price for it. I was like, you know what? I'll buy myself a little bit of a present, but then I'm like, no discounts. This right here is the Tom Ford Traceless Matte Traceless Soft Matte Concealer, and these are $70. So this is a definite pass because of the price point, but I do want to say, if it is anything like the foundation, that foundation is absolutely gorgeous, and if you guys have it within your budget, this may be a product that you might want to try, because I don't know what it is. Like, do not get me wrong, I feel like there is a like good drugstore dupes for a lot of products out there, but when it comes down to foundation, I really do feel like I can sense the difference between a high-end foundation and a low-end foundation. Not to say that I don't like a low-end foundation, because there are some products that I absolutely adore from the drugstore, but then there are some products, like say for example the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, like y'all, I've tried several drugstore foundations and I don't find anything that could compare to that. Like the way that leaves my skin looking, it doesn't even look like makeup on the skin. It just looks like, I don't know, it just adds like the perfect amount of coverage and it just looks so nice on the skin. I haven't been able to find that within a drugstore product. Every drugstore product that I've tried has either been too full coverage or too little bit of coverage. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that right there is just like the right amount. And on top of that too, the way it sits on the skin throughout the day is just, it's so gorgeous. So I do feel like there is a difference. But this right here, I would not be spending $70 on a concealer. I may spend $90 on the foundation with the 20% off. But the reason being is because for me personally, I don't even use a concealer on an everyday basis. Like right now, for example, I'm not wearing concealer at all. I'm just wearing my foundation. And I feel like when you set your foundation right, you could use it as a concealer. Like for me, for example, underneath my eyes, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation with the Hourglass Veil powder, it does not crease underneath my eyes. I could have my makeup on for 8 hours and it like very, very little creases. So I feel like I don't really need a concealer. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like my under eye darkness is not that bad to where I would need one. So I'd be passing on this for multiple reasons, but I do want to say one day I will get the Traceless Matte foundation because that foundation is gorgeous, but this concealer, no. This product right here, I would probably actually buy for somebody as a gift. Like if I had like a Valentine, which I don't, obviously, but if I did have a Valentine and they like lip mask, this is something that I would purchase for them because I feel like this makes like a cute little Valentine's gift, being that it does look like chocolate strawberries. And I just think that it looks really cute. However, you guys know that I do not like lip mask. I feel like they are a complete waste of money in my opinion. They just don't do anything for me. I can go to sleep with some Vaseline on my lips and I literally feel like I wake up more hydrated on my lips than with a lip mask. Like I tried the Jeffree Star one before, as you guys know, and I'm like, yeah, it tastes nice. And yeah, it feels nice while it's on. But when I wake up in the morning, it's just like, no, my lips literally feel more dehydrated than with Vaseline. So why spend the money on it? And this right here is $32. But I do think that it would make an absolute cute Valentine's Day gift because of the packaging and because it is kind of like a chocolate covered strawberry. I do think it is really cute. But lip masks are just not for me, especially for $32. So I'm gonna pass on this. I feel like this product right here is probably going to get me a lot of heat. I already know whenever I talk about like Rihanna, it's so crazy because if you guys literally only knew, all of my friends that watch my videos know what's up. Rihanna is like literally probably my number one favorite pop star. Honestly, I feel like it used to be Lady Gaga, now it's Rihanna. Well, only because I feel like Lady Gaga took a turn. And then obviously I know with Rihanna, she like stopped making music. However, I just love Rihanna. Not only do I think she's gorgeous, I think she's beautiful. I think she's such a like amazing businesswoman. Like she literally built herself to becoming a billionaire. Do you know what I'm saying? I look up to her in so many different ways. However, there are some products that I just don't like of hers and that sometimes I put on my anti-haul list and people just come at me and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all. People do not know how to separate the product from the person. Do you know what I mean? They feel like if you say, oh, I don't like this product, that you're attacking the person. It's like, oh my gosh, not every single product is for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? This right here, I do want to say, I think it is really awesome that Fenty Beauty actually capitalized on her performing at the Super Bowl and they came out with this whole football collection. I think it is really cute. But these lip products right here, the Fenty Icon Velvet liquid lipsticks, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'd have to see them in person. But look at these swatches right here on the models. I don't know why for some reason they look extremely dry. Like they look so dry to the point to where I feel like they would like be uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't really like it. Another thing that I wanted to put within my anti-haul actually is that my friend got this sponge. As you guys know, I absolutely love the Fenty sponge. Recently, I've been more into the Juno & Co. one from Target and that one's only $6, but I really do love the Fenty sponge. Every now and then I'll switch back to that. She came out with a football shaped one. I thought that was really, really cute, especially for the theme of the Super Bowl and everything like that. But it is so unbelievably massive. I'll put a picture right up here. My friend sent me a picture of it and she was like, look how big this is. It is so big. And I just feel like a product that big, you're not going to be able to use. Like, yes, obviously you'll be like, oh my gosh, like it's so big, I'll be able to cover my face fast. But then you can't get into all the nooks and crannies. And I feel like you can't be like precise with your application. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna like slap all over the place. And to me, I just feel like that's way too messy. I think the thought was there and I obviously thought it was super cute. I love the packaging. I love the design of the sponge. And being that a football does have two like, you know, tips to it, I feel like that would be very convenient to get up into the eyes, but it should have been way smaller. Like this sponge is just so massive that I'm like, no. Y'all know I got a big face, but I still don't like a big sponge. So these products right here, I'll have to pass on, even though I do love Rihanna, but these are a no. And here we have new blushes from Haus Labs. Okay, there are two blushes in here that I just think are absolutely gorgeous. The Dragon Fruit Daze and Hibiscus Haze. Those shades to me are gorgeous. If I had to choose one, I would probably say the Hibiscus Haze. I think that is just absolutely beautiful. I know the Dragon Fruit Daze probably looks like it'll be way too intense and looks like it'll be a little bit too much. But let me tell you, this type of blush right here, I love to use. Let me tell you why, especially like if you put it on, like it may be a little bit too intense, but if you take a little bit of a mineral powder on top of it or even like a setting powder, oh, it just looks so absolutely gorgeous. But the reason why these are on my anti-haul is because they are $38. I feel like because of the whole new like rebranding of House Labs, like they really went up there with their prices. Don't get me wrong, I do think some of their products are really good. Like you guys know I love the foundation, but I thought that was really pricey as well too. But $38 for a blush for me specifically, once again, it's just not something that I'm going to spend on. I definitely, like if these ever go on sale for a good price, like 50% off, then maybe I would pick one up because I do love the two middle shades. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, but $38 I'm just not spending. So these are gonna have to wait, I guess. Maybe if they go on sale, honestly, because I do like the packaging and I do feel like they are really cute, but I don't know for that price point. Anyways, y'all, that is it for my month's anti-haul. Hopefully I do have more videos coming up, y'all, because I feel like I'm gone for like most of the month. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know what you plan on not purchasing. Make sure you guys let me know why. Also, am I tripping too? Because I do look on a couple blog pages, Trend Mood being the #1 that I look at the most, but then I do look at another one. I forgot the name of, like, is it like Makeup Crazy or something like that? I don't know. There's another one that I follow, and I get like a lot of the new collections coming out. And am I tripping, or like there's like not really many Valentine's Day collections? And I feel like with Valentine's specifically, there should be more collections because I feel like that's like the time that people really go above and beyond with their makeup. Do you know what I mean? Because they're going on dates and stuff. I mean, I can't relate, but I feel like when I worked at Mac, I would do a lot of Valentine's Day makeup. That was probably like our second most busy day after prom. Prom, of course, was like #1. But I feel like there's like no Valentine's Day collections, which is a trip to me. Besides the Chucky collection, which if they like release the full collection while I'm on the ship, I probably will do a My Thoughts and Opinions video about that because it looks pretty interesting. It does look kind of cute, but I do want to see the colors of everything. Anyway, so make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.